Hey everyone, come on in, come on in. We are here for a very special reason. We have started a brand new project called Kudme 365, the importance of teaching our children need to produce community service every day. So we are here to talk about the importance of community service every day. Let me just play you this quick video before.
As Marcus's service, a thoughtful, kind, and generous donor has shipped and supplied these much needed items. She is the aunt of Dr. Simon Matthew, who recommended me to handle the distribution based on my community activism work through my company, Talk One to One TLC, and being Dominica ambassador for Sapphira Miriam Foundation and Dominica Child Protection Agency, empowering girls around the Caribbean, along with my drive and passion to improve the socio-economic lives of the people of the Southeast and Dominica by extension. It is her wish that a recipient of these gifts pass the law on by doing a kind gesture for another member of their community. The aim is to keep the Kurume spirit alive. So I'm excited in being part of the birthing of Kudme 365 with outrageous love in the center of it all. Shouting out a collective thank you to the donor. May the spirit of life continue to bless you so that you, in return, can continue to bless and help others. Thank you. Love you. Bless you.
Yes, guys. So again, come on in, share the live, let everyone know that we are here, Simone here. And again, we are talking about shoe donations for children in Dominica. And as we look around in Dominica, it can just feel so overwhelming to see the lack of opportunities for our Dominican brothers and sisters, the lack of employment for our Dominican brothers and sisters. We see the international airport is supposedly getting ready to be built, and we've all seen the long list of the names of the Chinese people who will be getting many of the jobs in Dominica. And I think for me, what is concerning about that is that our people are losing their work ethic. Right? So many of us grew up in Dominica, and many of us grew up in Dominica, and many of us were poor, right? We didn't have a pot to piece in, like many people would say. But what we had and why many of us are successful today is because we had a work ethic. We had an ethic where we knew how to get up and work every day. And that is what I am concerned is being stripped from Dominica, our work ethic, our desire to want to work. So when our donor, who I want to thank very much, is also the one who donated the bags that we saw at the end of August for the bag donation, back to school bag donation, when she sent us the shoes, and I will introduce you to Mrs. Deborah Charles Marks in just a little while. One of the things I thought about is we have to stop that mentality of handouts. We have to stop the handout mentality that we see in Dominica. So I thought, why not use this opportunity to have our children do just a small chore? So whether they do the chore in the home, just sweep the house, do the dishes, do something to earn a brand new pair of shoes, then I think we are already on the road to get the next generation to think along the line of working to earn something back in return. So that was the idea of Kudme 365. And of course, this is an initiative from the Dominica Child Protection Society, which our mission is to prevent child sexual abuse in Dominica. And we are collaborating with many other organizations in Dominica to get this work done. So again, it's an initiative from the Dominica Child Protection Society. But let me bring in our guest so she can introduce herself. while I go ahead and share the Facebook Live. And I encourage everyone who's coming in to share the live as well so that everyone can find out about this important initiative. But let us bring her in, Mrs. Deborah Charles Mark, as she tells us a little bit about herself because this is the first time she's joining us on this platform. And then we can get into the program that we are talking about this evening. So, Deborah, the floor is yours.
Hi. Pleasant good evening, everyone. I'm super excited, to be part of the Kurame 365 project. And so this time we're bringing it to you, the shoes, much needed shoes. I'm Deborah Charles Mark, CEO of Talk One to One TLC, also ambassador with the Dominican Child Protection Agency, and also ambassador with the Caribbean Safari and Miriam Foundation, doing work empowering children around the Caribbean. And I'm so excited, as I said, to be part of this project. Yeah.
Yes, and just tell us a little bit about your own agency and some of the services that you offer.
Well, I offer holistic life coach and counseling. I do my one of my baby is Trilogy to Happiness, whereby I teach stress management techniques, because we know once you have breath, you have stress. You will always have stresses. And it's just giving you coping mechanism and tools, to help you to cope, with life stresses.
Right.
So that's one of the things I do. And also I have I'm an Advent gardener. I love to farm and organic farming, and I'm still recovering my hotel Ulala since Hurricane Erika. As some of you may know that right now, my village of Daly Seas is a dead end. I'm trying, leading the effort to reconnect Dominica in the southeast.
Yes, and again, I want to thank you, Deb, for being here with us. So just kind of tell us, because you're on the ground in Dominica, just kind of tell us about the need that you see in Dominica.
Oh yes, there's definitely a need, especially it rains a lot. Like right now, this is a second term. Children will be needing a new pair of shoes because of the climate and the weather. So these shoes definitely would be much needed, an essential item. Yes.
Yes, so I'm just sharing the live to make sure everyone can come on and hear more about this program. And you're so correct, Deborah, because I remember when we did the backpack initiative, the bags were gone in a matter of minutes. So let's kind of just talk about the shoes. I'm going to keep the camera on you so you can show the shoes and tell us
Yes.
about, the sizes and the quality of the
Look how
shoes.
cute they are. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. And they're for boys as well, and sports, and and you have church shoes in there. And this is, as Miss Matthews said, this is all about passing on love. You receive something, just pass it on. And that is what Kudame 365 is about, passing it on. Don't let it stop with you. Just pass it on. And then
Yeah, and again, we are truly grateful. Our donor does not want to be named, but
yes.
we are truly grateful that there are Dominicans everywhere who are willing to be a part of a movement for the benefit of Dominicans, especially those at home. So we're not going to be very long, but I want you to tell us in terms of how can folks get in touch with you, and I will go ahead and post your WhatsApp number for anyone who's interested in participating in the program. And also, let's see, WhatsApp, Deborah. And also, we wanted to talk about some of the other initiatives in terms of vulnerable children in Dominica. For example, I know that you work with the Convent High School PTA. So, kind of
Yes.
just tell us a
Yes.
little bit
Yes.
about your role with that organization association and some of the upcoming activities for vulnerable children.
Yes. We, as a response to the recent murders in last year, 2022, ended of 2022, at Convent High School, one of the girls, she lost both parents. So this has had an indirect traumatic effect on the whole school. So as a response, I came up with the Dominican Child Protection Agency and the Convent PTA executive. I'm also on the PTA Convent executive to bring together a group, a program to empower girls. How to walk away, how to spot how to spot sexual abuse attributes, what to look for, and how to protect themselves, and and to observe and see when it's happening to somebody. The mannerism and different things that you can look at, and most importantly, too, is in managing your emotional well-being. To protecting your mental health. And giving tools and techniques, how to do just that. So a rather exciting time. It's just responding, and it's instead of just coming out and say how sorry you are, but taking action, taking a stand, doing something, empowering the girls, and changing lives. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I was reviewing the statistics. 28% of girls 14 to 17, they would have been sexually assaulted, and the most vulnerable age of sexual assault is between 7 and 14 as the most, not 7 in primary school. I think between 6 and 10, that's the most vulnerable age. So we need to get into the school, spread the message, spread the love, and empower our children. And just to make a difference. If you can make a difference with one child life, that can means a lot,
Yeah, and let me know what your thoughts are on this. But I just think we need to be more energized on this topic. Because, for example, I know that the Girl Guides of Dominica had a T-shirt band for Carnival. And from what I'm hearing, the numbers were really small. There was not a lot of people who actually participated in being a part of the band. Why do you think we are not more outraged and we're not more energized to tackle this problem?
I think it's quite of a taboo subject. It's always hush hush and sweep under the carpet, and even sometimes, it happens in their own home, just a fear or ridicule, or we just hide it. We just hide it. We don't want to come out and say publicly because we don't want to bring shame on the family. Mm-hmm. I think fear is the biggest driver where people want to to remain silent. Mm-hmm. But as we can see, that it can be what's the word? Very tragic, if you don't handle this and nip it in the bud straight away, mm-hmm. Because sometimes if it starts, I can give you an example with me, domestic violence. I was pregnant with my daughter, and my husband, he punched me in my chest.
Wow.
And that was, guess what I did? It never happened again. Mm-hmm. It never happened again. Guess what I did?
You punch him back?
No. I did not. I use my resources. I use my available resources. I call the police. I call his family. I call my family. And I tell them, if he hit me again, you guys have to come for him and a body bag.
Wow.
I have zero tolerance. Mm-hmm. We can have an exchange of words. Why is it that one person think you have to use that physical power, mm-hmm. to control that lesser person? Right. So he's never touched me. Never. Right. So that works for me. In different scenario, you might have a different, method.
And I just think we don't pay attention enough to the the long-term implications of this type of abuse, because it does not go away. It stays with you right into your adulthood. Yeah. And that is something I don't think that we acknowledge in Dominica. Most times we're told, get over it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And that is not the approach we should be adopting.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a big cultural shift that needs to be occurred. And I can see it. People are rising up and people are standing up, for what is right. From a tender age, I realized that's not okay. That is not normal. I would see, my brother slap his girlfriend or his wife, my sister boyfriend would slap her, and you had bystanders and nobody would intervene. Nobody would say, hey, stop it. Don't you hit her again. So you need a community to come together, a collective stand against domestic violence, if you know what I
Mhm.
mean, a collective stand to come out and say, you touch her again, we'll take you in the woods and we'll
Yep, yep.
what would have happened? The lady that was recently murdered in Mount Prosper, the neighbors heard her screaming. On the day of the murder, I understood that he was in town saying that what he was going to do to her. But because that was a normal practice, nobody, took him
Mhm.
seriously.
Yeah, and it's
So
unfortunate.
yeah, it's just unfortunate. So the best thing approach is just nip it in the bud on day
Mhm.
one. That is the best approach. And we know
Right.
it's difficult when you get into that situation, the financial control and the housing and different things. But we will get there. It starts with the girls, with empowering them and building up their self-esteem, knowing that they're enough, and that everything they need is within them. They don't need to look out. God created them with everything that they need. If they don't have it, they don't need it. And they need to know that message.
Mhm. Absolutely. And we want to thank everyone who's on Facebook Live with us right now. Roy Labad, Tyrone, Azil, Dennis Filbert, Nixie Martin, Grayson House, my sister, nice to see you. My auntie Humelina Watson Duvini. So thank you for being here. So if you're just joining us, we're talking about Kudme 365, where we are donating brand new shoes to Dominican children. And Deborah is doing a great job of showing us the lovely shoes, brand new. These are not hand downs.
Brand
These
new.
are not pre-worn shoes that were donated. And we're also providing sanitary supplies to the
Yes.
young ladies because we know that is also a great need in Dominica. And one of the projects I'm thinking of taking on, Deborah, with
And there,
our
there are two
Dominica Child
places there,
Protection
toiletries as
Society,
well.
yeah, I'm thinking we should also do what is called a period project because
Yes.
so many of our young ladies are unable to afford the supplies they need on a monthly basis. And it becomes a burden for their family. And girls should never be made to feel a burden.
Yes.
So I think that is one of the areas we're going to look into to ask people to make donations of sanitary napkins and everything that is involved in a young lady having a period. And we should not be ashamed to talk about those things.
That's
It is
right.
nature.
And they should change often, because when they don't
Yes,
change often, they want to stretch it out because they don't have enough. They can get infections and a lot of
yes,
different, complications,
yeah.
extending the use of it. So,
Yeah, and these topics are just too taboo in Dominica. We have to find a way to talk about these things, on a level where people are comfortable and they don't shy away from it because it's a topic that is uncomfortable. What is so uncomfortable about a woman's menstrual cycle? It's a part of nature. So, I think that is a project we're going to look into. Janine Graham, Augustina Etienne, guys, thank you for being here. So, Deborah, let us talk about some of the chores that young people can do that would help them to qualify for a pair of shoes. So, I talked about household, anything they can do for the neighbors, maybe.
yes, I mean, you can do so much. You look around, you can do so much, to spread your love. Right now we have like a blind man in the community. His house needs cleaning. I am thinking, get a few, 2 or 3 women to go over to his house one Saturday
Mhm.
and give his house, a good clean, or you can just help a child, tutor a child in
Yes,
math or English
yes.
or storytelling. There's so much you can do.
Mhm.
Or this is the House of Hope right in my village. They're in need of somebody to help them to maintain the garden. Maybe just go and pull some weeds around some beds and plant some vegetables. Because
Mhm.
the House of Hope has vulnerable people in there that they keep, and they need food on a daily basis. So
Yeah,
there's so
so
much.
the options are endless, but I think the important thing is the message to
Right,
the
right,
young people that in life you do not get things for free. In
right.
life, we all have to work for something, and it doesn't have to be a complicated task. Pick up a broom, help your mom or your dad or whoever is taking care of you to sweep the floor, wash the dishes, maybe watch your younger sister, your younger brother while your mom is attending to dinner. Just do one simple kind deed
Yes.
right? To show that you are ready to be a productive member of society, because
Yeah.
that is what we have to build on to get Dominica back to the Dominica that you and I knew, where people had a very strong work ethic, and that resulted in their own success and the success of the community. So, Deborah, I want to thank you for being a part of this project. I want to thank you for clearing, the items from the port. It is folks like you that make the work that we do possible. So
Yes.
I want to say hats off and thank you for being a part of this. And we have a comment coming in. Humalida says, "Hi, ladies. I'm listening from the emergency room. Oh boy, I
Oh,
came in earlier, but I'm doing much better. I think I'll be going home later. Auntie Hammy, I really hope that you feel better soon. And indeed, you will be going home soon. And again, thank you so much for all your support. Let's see who else is with us. Ronnie
prayers,
Roy,
prayers going up for you, Auntie Harmony.
Edwards, thank you for being here. What did you say?
I said prayers going up for you, Auntie Hermie.
Yes, yes, yes. So, again, for anyone who's just joining us, we are talking about free brand new shoes for Dominicans. And again, we want to thank our donor who always comes through. She was the one responsible for the book bag donations in August for our Dominican students who went back to school. And we know how the roads are in Dominica. Kids
Rough.
always need new shoes, right?
Yes, yes. At least minimum two pairs of school shoes per year,
Yeah.
academic year.
Yeah, so this is an opportunity for our young people to get a brand new pair of shoes. All they have to do is take a picture. We are not asking them to show their faces. If they choose to, that's fine. But we're asking them to take a picture, either WhatsApp it to 767-277-2776. Again, 767-277-2776. Or you can send me an email. I'm going to put my email address, pushpast10 at gmail.com. Or you can always inbox me with a picture of your child doing a simple chore. And this is the first time we're trying this out, Deborah. So I want to
Yes.
see, because
Yes.
the bags in the summertime went very quickly because we did not have a community service component.
Yes.
So I want to see all of us who are always talking about work ethic, getting back into a work ethic in Dominica. I want to see how many people will take us up on this challenge, Deborah. What do you think?
I think a lot of people will take us up, on the challenge because a lot of people they're not in work, they have a lot of time, but they don't have the money. They have time on their hands. That's a beautiful thing of being in the Caribbean. You have a lot
Yeah,
of time, but you just don't have that cash.
yeah,
And I don't really like that handout mentality, because the it's not too much of the people's fault because a lot of people go overseas and they paint this picture that overseas is like painted in gold and you just walk
yep,
and you just get lots of stuff. But they don't see behind the scene that these people have two free jobs. They have houses, they're not even able to enjoy. They're always on the move, because they have so much bills to pay and so much overhead. But they do not, when people come back to the Caribbean, they do not show that side, that picture. But in reality, it is. And just show your appreciation. And
yeah.
just by passing it on, saying thank you, and passing that outrageous love on, infecting
Mhm,
somebody else. And that is what Could Have Made 365 is all about.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Petra Charles, nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Yes, so that is what we're all about. And again, you said it just perfectly right, Deborah. We have a misconception where when we're in Dominica and the Caribbean, that people in the diaspora are sitting on pots of gold, and it's not true. We
Yes.
wake up every day and we work one, two, three jobs to be able to provide for our families and also to be able to help Dominica. And I
Yep.
promise you, our donor is a very hardworking lady,
Yep.
right? So she had to work just as hard to be able to buy brand new shoes and the other supplies that she sent and still pay, contribute to paying to clear it at the pot
True.
in order for this to be possible, right?
Yep.
And of course, I want to thank you as well, Deborah, and your brother who was
Yes.
instrumental in getting the supplies. Guys, one more time, if you're interested, you have a child, you know of a child who would benefit from this. Deborah's WhatsApp number, you can send her a quick WhatsApp on 767-277-2776, or you can send that picture. You don't have to show your child's face. Remember, if the child is sweeping, you just take the picture from the shoulders down, because we want to maintain the privacy of our children. So you don't have to take a picture of the child's face, but be creative. Be creative. Have your child do something creative for their sibling as a sign of community service and how we can build on that. So again, push past 10, pushpast10 at gmail.com. If you want to send us a picture of your child doing a community service, a community in your home, and then they can qualify to get a pair of shoes for free. So Deborah, final thoughts.
Okay, and also the parents can demonstrate by leading it, giving an example of doing something else for somebody out of the home. It could be a vulnerable person, and just passing it on. Passing it on. It doesn't stop with you. Pass it on.
Yes. And pass it on to the next generation as well. That's the idea.
Yes. That is what Dominica was built on, the self-help, and we just need to bring that tradition back alive. Don't wait for Community Day of Service to come out and, do something. Every day is a good day to give a little love, share a little kindness every single day. Once you have breath, you can do it.
Yes, so I want to thank everyone who joined us. This is just a very quick live just to promote our Dominica Child Protective Services project, CodeMed 365, where students can qualify for a brand new pair of shoes. And just kind of tell us the range of sizes, Deborah. I think people would want to know the range of sizes of the shoes.
Well, this is a size 1. I think the biggest size may be size 4. Let me see. What size is that one? I don't know. This says size 19. I'm not too sure. I even seen size 13.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Look at this one.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, my God. First, a little gentleman. Oh.
Yep. So we have quite a range of sizes to select from.
Size 3, but then I see 20 at the bottom. I don't know. Maybe that is the number of shoes. Yeah, that is a size 3. And I think these sizes are American size. They're American size. And also you have slippers, which is always quite handy, to wear around here. What size is that one? Oh boy, I need my glasses.
Yeah, that's fine. But we have a number of different sizes to accommodate different size shoes. Coulson Shillenford, great to see you. Thank you for being with us. So guys, again, contact us if you have any questions and you want to be a part of this project of how do we bring back community service to Dominica on a daily basis, not waiting for the end of October. So again, Deborah, thank you for joining us. Thank you for doing this. And we look forward to working with you for the Dominica Child Protection Society as we continue our efforts.
Thank you, Ms. Matthew, and bless you and continue shining your light and making a difference in this world. That's the most important thing, and you can do.
Yes, but as you can see, it takes more than one person, right? It takes a village.
Yes, it takes a village, definitely.
It takes a village of me in Atlanta, our donor in Florida, you in Dominica, everybody coming together for one cause.
Absolutely. It takes 2 hands to make a clap. One hand cannot clap.
Yes. So thank you guys on the Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and of course, everyone who will hear this program on Untapped Potential on TDN Radio. Thank you for being a part of the movement. And with that, we say good night. Don't forget to follow Push Past 10 for all our updates and everything that we're working on to help to move Dominica and the Caribbean region forward. So Deborah, good night to you, and thank you again. Thank you, everyone.
Everybody, love you guys.
All right, take care. Until next time, guys. Take care.
All right. Blessings.
Blessings.